Malika Mishra.
And I'm your host Himakshi Bahugna, and together we'll be taking up all your stock related queries. So don't forget to WhatsApp us or call us directly. The numbers are there on your screens right now, viewers. And on the show, we are joined by Mahesh M. Ojha on the fundamentals and Sundar Kewat on the technicals. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Good evening, Himanshi and Malika.
Good evening, good evening. Now let's get started with the show. So first query is written to us from Vijay. He hails from Delhi and he holds 30 shares of Bharat Dynamics at 1740 apiece. He hasn't mentioned the time horizon, so I'd like to take both fundamental and technical view on the counter. Firstly, coming to you, Mahesh, on the fundamentals. How are the fundamentals of Bharat Dynamics looking like? Are you positive on the counter?
No, I think counter has run a lot from lower side, and today result came result slightly below expectations. So I will advise partial profit booking on these level and try to re-enter in lower level. However, the defense ministry are also focusing on defense sector, so slightly positive on defense. But yes, some profit booking advisable.
Understood. And on the technical front, Sundar, how are the charts faring for Bharat Dynamics?
Yeah, Himanshi, so the charts are positive. Now, if you see the weekly time frame, the stock has given a quite aggressive run up. And if you see from past few days, the stock has broken its important resistance of around 1780, and currently it is sustaining above that level. So if I draw Fibonacci extension level, the next target for the stock is at 2200. So I think so this stock is a good counter to watch out, and it should be at a hold category.
Okay, understood. And next up, we have another WhatsApp query written to us from Kirti. She hails from Hyderabad and holds 500 shares of standard class at 183 rupees a piece and is asking whether she should continue holding or selling her position. Mahesh, coming to you on this particular investment, Kirti is invested in standard class and currently holds 500 shares. She has also made a loss for herself by investing in this company, and it has a substantial exposure to pharma as well as chemical. Now, chemical is still fine, but pharma has been a pain point. How does standard class fundamentally look to you, and do you think Kirti should continue holding her positions?
I think she can hold further. I think some upside could come, but yes, some time could be take some little consolidation could be here. 168 could be a stop loss, and upper side could be kept nearby 200 205 zone. So on upper side, she should try to exit on the same.
Understood. Thanks for that view, Mahesh. With that, we have another WhatsApp query. And just a quick reminder before I take up this query. Viewers, if you're watching us right now, what are you waiting for? Please pick up your phones and call us right away. We are here. Our experts are here to solve all your stock-related queries. Now, WhatsApp query written to us from Haryana. Hariom says that whether it's the right time to enter Tech Wabag at current levels. So, Mahesh, firstly, I'd like to come to you on the fundamental front. Currently, it's trading at 1576. So, are these the correct levels to enter for somebody who wants to invest in this counter?
Currently, numbers came good. So I think Vatek is a good counter. But yes, if any downside nearby 1440, 1450 could come, then definitely good buy. From these level, one can enter, but 30% of their corpus, whatever they want to buy. So yes, 30% buying is advisable on these level, and any downside near 1450, 1460 range, then they could buy fresh also. So buying advisable, but yes, some consolidation, lower consolidation buying is good opportunity if anyone come.
Understood. And Sundar, on the levels that are these the correct levels to enter? So what suggestion do you have for our Hariom who has written to us on WhatsApp?
Yes, so Himanshi, if you see the stock was into a broader range from 20 Jan to till date, and if you see the stock has given a strong breakout at 1550 levels, and the stock is actually respecting its resistance. I mean, if you see the stock is in a positive territory, and the 200 DMA is acting as a strong support level to watch out. So every dip for this stock could be a buying opportunity, and Himakshi would not be surprised that if the stocks touch the level at 750 level, because there is an important resistance there. So I think so this is a good counter to watch out.
Okay, understood. And now we have another caller, first caller in fact of this evening, Amol joining us from Noida. Hi Amol, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Please go ahead with your question, Amol. How can we help you?
Actually, I bought 20 shares of Gujarat fluorochemicals
Okay.
at the rate of 4,000. And I need a short-term view on this counter.
And when did you purchase these shares, Amol?
Yeah, I purchased today itself because the numbers were good, so I think the stock will perform well in the term.
Okay, understood. So short-term outlook on Gujarat fluorochemicals. Therefore, Sundar, I'd like to come to you on this one. The counter is currently trading around 3,949 rupees per share and was also flat with a negative bias in trade today. It has seen a dip of about 0.22% in the past 5 days. How does the short-term outlook for this particular chemical company look like?
Yeah, so Malika, if you look at the daily time frame, the stock is into a sideways trajectory, and at 4,070 levels, the stock has tested its resistance. So I think so above 4,070 levels, the stock would be bought. And if I mean the viewer is holding the stock, so I would suggest him that if the stock crosses above 4,070 level, then he can add more. And the target to be expected for this stock is at 4,880, where the resistance is. So overall, the stock is a dicey picture to me, and giving breakout above 4,070 could be a good counter to watch. Otherwise, at this price, the stock doesn't look attractive because it is into a sideways range.
Understood. Now we have another caller joining us from Chandigarh. Hi Rahul, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, how can I help you on the show today?
Yeah, ma'am, I have a query regarding Natco Pharma.
Okay.
And I am looking for a long-term view on this stock in particular. And I think they are sharing their results tomorrow itself. So if I can understand what's the long-term view on this and if it is okay levels to invest.
Yes, absolutely. So, coming to you, Mahesh, since the pharma sector was in green today, although the market was down, but, in the pharma space in particular, do you see Natco Pharma to be positioned well with compared to its peers?
Natco Pharma is good place in compared to other peers. But yes, if you are looking to investment in Natco Pharma, 50% investment could be done here because pharma sector is having some concern over many things. So I think 50% corporate should be kept in a lower. If anyone get nearby 840, 850 zone, then they could accumulate further. But yes, they can buy on these level. I think 950 to 980 range could become in near term also. After that, but if any pharma concern resolved, then I think stock could re-rate further.
Understood. And Sundar, since he suggested 850 level, so are you seeing any sort of dip on the charts in the near term?
Yeah, Himakshi, I'm seeing a kind of dip till 750 levels, and from there itself the stock could pick up. So I would suggest him to, add at 750 level. And apart from this, if the viewer wants a target, then yes, the target should be placed at around 970, where the next resistance is.
Understood. And now we have Dheeraj. He's on the phone line from Hyderabad. Hi, Dheeraj. Good evening. Dheeraj, can you hear me? Okay, no issues. We've lost him, but we have his query. Dheeraj from Hyderabad wanted to know about PN Gadgil Jewelers. He currently holds, is it PN Gadgil? Yeah, okay. So PN Gadgil 30 shares at what price again? 1 second. 542 rupees. Okay. Now we do not know whether he wanted to continue holding or he wanted to sell. But let's take a fundamental analysis on this one, right? Mahesh, I'll toss this question to you. PN Gadgil hailing from the jewelry space with gold seeing such kind of momentum recently. How do you think jewelry companies are positioned currently with the kind of momentum gold has taken recently? And do you think it's a good time to invest not only in these jewelry stocks but actual jewelry?
I think it's a new recently listed company, so not much data available for the same. But yes, if you're looking on a chart, if you're looking on their fundamental, then I think a stock could be hold for upside momentum. I think 640, 660 range could be coming near term also, and they are increasing stores also earlier. So I think it's a good counter, but yes, it can consolidate some further. And I think 650, 660 range could become in near term also. So he can hold further. If anyone want to buy, then this also this could buy. Technically, level also suggesting for buying from a stop loss of 528.
Understood. Thanks for that. Now let's go across to a caller joining us from Bengaluru. Hi, Shiv Kumar. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Yes, please
I'm
go
just
ahead.
holding
Yeah.
50 shares of Thermax.
Okay.
So I want to know the short-term and long-term view, ma'am.
Understood. So short term and long term, firstly, I'd like to come and take a fundamental outlook on the counter. Coming to you, Mahesh, you know, Thermax came with its Q4 results in which the revenue and margins were in line with our NDTV Profit, estimates. So revenue was up 11.6%, EBITDA was up 10%. Overall, good numbers there. So fundamentally, if I look at the counter, what's your outlook on it?
No, these type of companies we are not reviewing quarter on quarter result, but yes, that's a fundamentally very good counter. If anyone want to buy on these levels, they can buy further. I think a stock has a much more potential for upside, and they could even hold for 2 to 3 or 5 year also. So I think a stock has a much more potential for upside immediate. If you are asking for a 1 year horizon, I think 4,200 to 4,400 range could become in a 1 year horizon. So if anyone want to buy, they can buy a hair also, and he's also having, then he can hold further.
All right, thanks for that view. And viewers, keep those call coming in. We are waiting for your calls on the show. And coming to you, Sundar, on the technical front, Thermax, what are the key resistance and support levels that you are seeing on the chart?
So Himanshi, the key resistance, the immediate resistance is at 3,730 level, and apart from that, the support level is at 3,000 itself. Now, if you see if the stock manages to break out above this level, then I would not be surprised the stock will be testing its 200 DMA, which is placed at around 4,133 levels. So this is purely a conditional bet. If the stock crosses above 3,730, then only then the stock look positive to me. Other than this, I'm not interested in this stock.
Okay, understood. That's the view on Thermax. And now we have another WhatsApp query. Sudhir has written to us from Hyderabad. He currently wants to know whether we can enter Brigade Enterprises in the manner in which it is trading. So Mahesh, coming to you on Brigade Enterprises, the stock has seen some kind of negativity in the last couple of days, especially seeing cuts of about 2.5% in the last 5 days itself. How does the counter look like to you, and also speak a little bit about real estate if possible?
I would like to buy in lower level from not I'm not comfort on these level. If you are looking from a realty space, I think I prefer Godrej properties on DLF, both counter. From Brigade perspective, I think some downside could become it is 950 to 980 range. There they can think for a buying. From current perspective, I think some more consolidation could be coming counter. Godrej property specific, we can say from a longer term perspective as well as a short term perspective, and DLF also. Both the counter are preferred. From Brigade perspective, I think some consolidation could come.
Understood. Thanks for that view. Let's go across to a caller joining us from Hyderabad. Hi, Suresh. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, how can I help you?
I'm holding ITV Cement around 76.
Okay.
So
can you please speak a little louder? You're not audible.
Yeah, I took around 70 shares ITV Cement. Around at 673.
Okay.
So I took it for a short term.
Okay, a short term outlook on ITD cementation, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
short term.
Yeah. So coming to you, Sundar, directly on it, how are the charts faring for the counter? Currently it's trading at 728, and after seeing a sharp fall, currently if I look at the charts, it's in its upward trend. So what do you have to say on that?
Yeah, correctly said, the stock is into upward trend, but I could see that on daily time frame the stock has created some kind of doji candlestick pattern, and I would suggest that if the viewer is comfortable, then he should place a stop loss at today's low, that is at 712 level. If the level is taken out, then he should book his profit. The reason to this is that this could be a kind of mean reversion trade because the moving average and the price has a larger disparity. So I would suggest him to place a stop loss below 712 levels. Thank you.
Okay, got it. And now we have another caller joining us on the phone line from Hyderabad. Bindu is here with us. Hi, Bindu. Good evening.
Hi, madam. Good evening.
Good evening. Please go ahead with your question.
I have bought Enviro infra shares at 262 price.
Okay.
The total number of shares is 1,000. So I want to know about the short-term period. Can I hold it or sell it? Because I was holding from 6 months. 5 months I think since IPO. I have made average so that my price came down to 262 now.
Okay. And for how long do you want to continue holding this for?
At least 6 months.
Okay, at least 6 months. Okay.
Does the stock will enter like above 300?
Let's ask that question precisely. Sundar, Enviro infra engineers, a lot of people and investors have invested in this since the IPO time. And in the past 6 months, it has not given the current investors the kind of returns maybe they were expecting. Although in the past 1 month, the stock has picked up. But do you think, precisely as Bindu asked, the price of this particular stock would exceed 300 levels?
Yeah, Malika. So first of all, I would like to narrate and give background about this stock. So firstly, the stock was into a sideways range from 25th February, and the stock has given a strong breakout at 27 and at 26 May. And if you see, the stock has risen with increasing volume. So this is a kind of classical, reversal pattern, I could say. And talking about if the stock could rise to 300, then yes, the stock could rise to 300, but the viewer needs to hold till 6 to 8 months, because this is a kind of slow and steady stock, and I could see that at 320 level, the stock could reach at around 6 to 8 months time frame. So I'm positive on the stock, and the stock could be at a punch list for this.
Understood. Thanks for that view. Now let's go across to a caller joining us from Hyderabad. Hi, Snigdha. Good evening. Snigdha, are you there?
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Hi, I just want to inquire about Time Technoplast. So I have 300 shares at 384 rupees purchased today.
Okay.
So I just want to inquire it for just short term, either it's 1 or 2 months. So the results are being declared today, and I just want to know if it gives profit in future or not.
Yeah, and firstly, when you invested in this counter today, so what was your thought process behind that?
I mean, actually, I saw it was results today. I thought it would give profit and just invested on it.
Okay. So, Sundar, what's your outlook on Time Technoplast? For short term, an outlook of like 1 to 2 months. Do you see any upside? Because I can see that in the charts it is consolidating now. So, what's your sense on the counter?
Yeah, Himanshu rightly said it is consolidating, but if you see the past 2 to 3 week action, the stock has given a V-shaped kind of recovery, and currently it is holding its mid-term moving average, that is the 50-day moving average, and I could see that the stock is holding it very strongly. Now, talking about the targets over here, then the target should be placed around 420, where the important resistance is, and overall I'm positive on the stock. But yes, apart from this, again, this stock is a kind of sideways stock, so I would suggest that a strict stop loss should be placed below the 20-day moving average, which is currently at 350 levels. So yeah, overall I'm positive on this stock, and the target is at 420.
Okay, understood. And now we have Dev Raju joining us on the phone line from Mysuru. Hi, Dev Raju. Good evening.
Hi, ma'am.
Please go ahead with your question.
Ma'am, Motilal Oswal stock 150 quantity.
Okay.
Average price 850. Correct level profit loss 10,800 rupees. In short term 6 months. Ma'am, more extra share add may average, ma'am.
Okay, understood. Dev Raju from Mysuru currently holds 150 shares of Motilal Oswal at an average price of 850. He's incurred a loss of about 10,000 rupees via this investment. He invested in Motilal Oswal about 6 months ago. He wants to know whether he can continue holding for the next 6 months, add more shares, or sell his positions. And therefore, for that, Mahesh, I'll come to you. How do you view Motilal Oswal? I know it's a great brokerage at the end of the day, but it did not really, give out a healthy quarter. At least Q4 of FY25 was not too good, and the stock price has also been shivering on the stock exchanges since the past couple of months. How do you see Motilal Oswal, and what should Devraju do?
I think last quarter number was not good, and that was very bad quarters. I think from the Motilal Oswal perspective. But yes, now market condition is improving, so there all the brokerage houses income could be increased, and further SEBI is also looking for a option strategy also. So I think it's a mixed view on a current level. But yes, if anyone want to add, then 640 to 660 range could be a good buy range from a fundamental perspective in a Motilal Oswal. But yes, if anyone want to add on near term basis or mid term, I think 725 to 740 range could be a good range. From a longer term perspective, if anyone want to invest from a 2 to 3 year, if any opportunity getting 640, 660 range, then they could look further for a any quantity for the also. So yes, midterm level is a 740, 760. There could be look from a partial investment. After that, if any downside, any reason come, then 640, 650 range could be a good buy range. From a shorter term perspective, I think 825 level could become a near term. After that, but if any quarter number are coming good, then we can see some more upside and re-rating further.
Thanks for that view. Let's go across to a caller joining us from Hyderabad now. Hi Kiran, good evening.
Hi everyone, yeah, good evening.
Yes, please go ahead with your query.
So I have 200 shares of Jio Financial Services at the average price of 233. And today the news has come up that SEBI has approved Jio BlackRock mutual fund, right? And the stock also has seen with 3% gains.
Yes.
So my question is like, will this move benefit Jio Financial Services in the longer run? Is it a good time to accumulate?
Understood, understood. And you're a long-term investor?
Yes, correct. 2 to 3 years. Okay,
2 to 3 years. All right. So Mahesh, coming directly to you, talking about the fundamentals of Jio Financial, with it's currently trading at a very high, P ratio, very high valuations as compared to its peers. So firstly, what do you have to say on that front? And secondly, when the order book looks good, so are you optimistic on the counter? Should the investor stay invested in this counter for another 2 to 3 years?
I think there is many more things in Jio. They are focusing on many more things. I think mutual fund business license came. They are focusing on insurance. So there are many pockets in their book. So I think much more upside potential if you are looking for a 2 to 3 year horizon. From a PE perspective, if you are looking, that looks expensive, but there has a holding of Reliance also. There is a many license they are applying. So from that perspective, if anyone looking for a 2 to 3 years, I think still they can invest in further, and from a 2 to 3 year horizon, we can see some more good upside in Jio Financial. So yes, if anyone want to buy from a longer term perspective, still it's a good buy.
Okay, understood. And now we have another caller joining us from Hyderabad. Dheeraj is his name. Hi Dheeraj, good evening.
Hi ma'am, good evening.
Please go ahead with your question.
Yes, today I bought Procter & Gamble shares today, ma'am.
Okay.
Procter & Gamble. So at 30 shares at 5,545 rupees a piece. Today they are declaring the results, ma'am. So can I hold it for short term and to look for some good profits, or should I exit the stock as my query, ma'am?
Okay, I have a doubt. Dheeraj, you've bought all these shares, 30 shares of Procter & Gamble today, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And at what price did you buy each share at?
5545, ma'am. 5545.
Okay, but is it not trading around 14,000 levels?
No, ma'am. It is trading around 5528, ma'am.
Okay, understood. So I'm looking at something else. Okay, you have invested in P&G Health. Okay, just a second. Okay, Mahesh, let's talk about P&G Health. How does the company look like to you, and what is your fundamental outlook on it?
It's a good company. I think fundamentally, if anyone holding, then they should keep target in mind their 5,800 to 6,000 level. So if anyone getting nearby 5,250 to 5,300, that's a buying opportunity. In upper side 5,800 to 6,000 level could be a profit booking zone. So from current perspective, if anyone holding, then they can hold further.
Okay, thanks for that view. Let's go across to a caller joining us from Dubai. So first international caller on the show today. Hi Kareem, good evening. How can I help you?
Hi, good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, please go ahead with your query.
I'm holding 76, pieces of Trent at the price of 7,500.
Yeah.
Bought it almost 6 months back.
Okay.
Should I hold or should I average or should I sell? I would like to have your opinion.
Understood, understood. So Mahesh, he is sitting on a loss of almost 1.46 lakh rupees there. But, Trent has made its entry to the Sensex. So it's certainly a positive for the company. So what do you see? How do you see it unfolding in its fundamental performance for the long run? And what's your advice to Kareem, who holds 76 shares and is sitting on a significant loss? So do you suggest him to hold the counter?
Yes, definitely he can hold further. If you are asking me for a strategy, I think a 5,100 to 5,300 range could be a good buying range from a current perspective. Yes, definitely many things, many news are positive for Trent. And yes, the company is doing good. Their expansion is very good. Their product are doing very good. So I think a much more potential for upside for a 6,500 to 6,600 range could become if you are holding from a 6 to 8 month horizon. So in lower level, if anyone by getting the nearby 5,300, they can average further for a small quantity. So a staggered way, averaging is advisable in Trend, and upper side could be at 6,500 to 6,600 in near term. After that, what we can review further.
Understood. So that's a hold on Trent is what our expert is suggesting. With that, viewers, we'll have to slip into a short break, but please keep sending in your queries on WhatsApp and call in. We'll be right back for Ask Profit. Stay tuned to NDTV Profit.
Do you really know the company you invest in? What is the real picture behind presentations and claims? Is the outlook as rosy as the company claims? Know Your Company, powered by NDTV Profit Research, shines a light on the biggest stock market movers.
Headlines you start your day with. What matters worldwide is now in the palm of your hands. Get ready to seize the day and maximize your financial potential. Stay ahead of the curve with all you need to know on NDTV Profit.
The markets move fast.
And so should your portfolio. Expert insights, real-time stock picks.
Do I buy Ola?
Should I hold CDSL for the long term? Buy, sell or hold?
The answers you need, straight from the experts.
Callers from India and across the world. Connect live, ask, decide and invest wisely.
Your portfolio, your future. Ask Profit.
Do you really know the company you invest in? What is the real picture behind?
Hello and welcome back to Ask Profit, only on NDTV Profit, a show that answers all your stock related questions And today we're being joined by Mahesh M. Oja on the fundamentals and Sundar Kewad on the technicals. So do pick up your phones and call us on the numbers flashing on your screen. You can also reach out to us on WhatsApp, but we do urge you to take advantage of this hour where we are live with our experts who can answer all your doubts on the call. And now we're being joined by Rajesh on the phone line from Vijayawada. Hi Rajesh, good evening. Rajesh? Rajesh, if you can hear me, please decrease the volume of your television so that I can talk to you. Okay, he's busy watching Ask Profit on television right now, but never mind. I will take up his query. Rajesh from Vijayawada had called us to know about Hindalco. He currently holds 500 shares of Hindalco at 664 rupees a piece. He's sitting on a teeny mini loss of about 2.27 thousand, and the stock has been pretty flat in trade today with a negative bias, of course. Mahesh, coming to you on this, Hindalco Industries, primarily a giant producer of aluminium and copper, and a variety of industrial use also that it caters to. How do you think Hindalco is positioned fundamentally, especially after its Q4 results?
A good pick from these level also. If anyone getting nearby 625 to 640 range, then could be a good buy. But yes, if anyone holding, they can hold for that. I think 760 could be a level where anyone want to book profit, then 760 could be a good level to book profit. From a 1 year perspective, I think 760 to 800 range can come easily in Hindalco. So he can hold further. Many things are positive for Hindalco, but yes, 760 to 800 range can be kept in mind for a 1 year horizon.
Okay, okay. And Sundar, I would like to ask you, because you're a technical expert, just looking at the way, the nature in which the stock has been moving on the charts in the past, say 1 year, we've had a very short or tight range of its 52-week high and low. So for anyone who is invested, do you think that's the band in which they're going to make their profits or losses, or could we see some expansion there as well?
Yeah, Malika, see, this kind of stock is a mean reversion counter for me, and I could see that. I mean, this stock, the upper band breakout is very difficult for this kind of stock, as it is one of the heavyweight in our markets. So I am not expecting this counter to break its 52-week high in coming few months. Like it could take few positive triggers for this company, but as of now, this stock doesn't look that attractive to me. And talking about the whole metal index. I mean, there are few counters which are attractive than Hindalco, which is Sale Authority of India, SAIL. So, I mean, if you see the chart of Sale comparing to Hindalco, this stock look attractive to me because there is a kind of higher high pattern after a base formation has been formed. So, this is a kind of stock which can show outperformance in overall metal sector. So, I would rather consider Sale rather considering it rather referring to the Hindalco chart. So Sale is a good counter for me, and Hindalco should be at, and it should be ignored, or you can, I mean, the viewer can exit the stock and he can enter it at, on Sale as well.
Okay, thanks for that view. Let's go across to a caller joining us from Hyderabad. Hi Prasad, good evening.
Very good evening, ma'am. I am holding a Union Bank of 300 shares, and I bought it a couple of weeks back.
Okay.
At 133.
Yeah.
At 133, and this is for the short term. I'm looking at it, and
okay.
I just wanted to know: can we add up at this current price level, or do we have to hold it for some time?
Okay, okay. I'll get your query answered. And for how long are you planning to hold in the short term as well?
Short term, ma'am. This is
3 to 5 months.
Yeah, 5 months.
Okay, 5 months picture. All right. Sundar, coming to you on the technical front, he has bought it at 133. Currently, it's trading at 141. So what suggestion do you have for Mr. Prasad there, who holds 300 shares of Union Bank?
Yeah, so Himanshi, the stock is currently into a markup phase, and I could see that from past 2 to 3 days, the stock is into a consolidation phase, or you can say a kind of halt in the price. But I could see that the major trend has changed for this stock. And talking about the question about the figure that when he could add the stock, then he could average it at above 142, where the recent highs are made, and the target for this stock should be expected at 160 level in coming few months. So I am overall positive on this stock, and this counter look juicy to me.
All right. So our technical guest is positive on the counter, and he suggests a hold on it. But also I'd like to take a fundamental view on it. Mahesh, talking about the PSU banking space in particular, it's doing pretty well. So is Union Bank one of your top picks or not? And if you have any other top picks in the similar space?
I think Union Bank can be hold further back because we have earlier suggested our clients near by 115 zone. So if they can hold further, I think 165, 170 level could be a come in a 3 to 6 month horizon and a slow and steady counter. We are positive on PNB also. So I think a PNB looking good from these levels. So Canara Bank looking good on these level also. So both the counter Canara Bank and PNB, they has a much steam left. So I think both the counter could do well. I think 15 to 20% upside possible in PNB and Canara Bank in coming time.
Okay, understood. And now we have Zach on the phone line calling us from Bengaluru. Hi, Zach. Good evening.
Hi, good evening to you.
Please go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, my query is I have one share of MRF at a price of 1,47,000. Yeah, so I'd like to know whether I should keep holding I mean, look, for how long should I hold or should I add more? The technical expert should be good at answering my query.
Sure, Zach, sure. I'd like to ask you, when exactly did you purchase this one share of MRF?
Roughly a year ago.
Okay, a year ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Mahesh, with regards to MRF, right? A lot of companies in the tire space currently are facing a lot of pressure with regards to their margins, especially their profit declining. And while rubber prices are easing, these tire companies seem to be facing some kind of margin pressure. On the other hand, MRF does see some kind of, its market share to gain, especially in the two-wheeler segment and in the, the truck and the bus space. But how does MRF fundamentally look like to you? And do you think there's more strength left in the stock price?
I think last quarter number came good, so I think some more upside could come in. Technically, if they are asking that 1,42,000 level could be a nearby stop loss, and upper side could be a 1,52,000 to 1,55,000. So technically, if anyone asking that these level could be kept in mind. But yes, I think if anyone holding from a 8 to 9 month horizon, so I think stock could give some more upside from these levels. That could be near 1,55,000 approximately. But yes, tire companies have some issue. But yes, MRF is doing good. So I think some more upside can be coming.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that view. Now let's go across to a caller joining us from Hyderabad. Hi, Ashok. Good evening.
Hi. I'm holding the PNB at around 1,000 shares. I'm holding at 101.
Okay.
I'm looking for both long-term and short-term. What can be the target where I can look for within 1 year?
Okay. And you've recently bought it, right?
Yeah, just a couple of days back.
Yeah. And why did you choose PNB?
I have been listening, and when I'm going to the news also, most of the people are recommending that PNB is looking attractive now. So most of them is also suggesting, but I was not sure about the target levels, what could be the target, and whether it could be long term or short term. Just I wanted to know the target levels, what can I achieve, but I can hold it for long term, more than 1 year also I can hold it.
Okay.
Just I wanted to know whether it can be, what could be the short term and what could be the long term target.
Absolutely. We'll get your query answered, Ashok. So Mahesh, coming to you, we were speaking about PSU banking space and you highlighted PNB. So again, if you could just talk in, in an elaborative manner on PNB, and what suggestion do you have for Mr. Ashok? Are these the correct levels that he bought, and what's your sense overall?
I think PNB is looking good from a technical perspective as well as fundamental perspective. If we're looking from a technical perspective, I think 92, 94 levels should be kept as a stop loss. And yes, if you're looking from a shorter term perspective, the 116 to 118 level could be a come in PNB in shorter time also. But if you are looking from a longer term horizon, that could be 1 year, then 128 to 135 range could be come. That is a conservative level which we are seeing in PNB. So I think yes, PNB can be hold, and if anyone want to buy on these levels, they can buy further.
Okay, understood. That's the view on PNB, and now we're being joined by another caller, Manish from Mumbai. Hi Manish, good evening. Manish? Oh, what's happening to my callers today? Manish, are you there on the phone line? Okay. He's also watching TV. Manish from Mumbai had called us to know about Titagarh Rail. He currently holds 25 shares at 727 rupees a piece, and the stock is now trading around 939. It also experienced a 3% jump in trade today. Mahesh, how does Titagarh Rail look like to you after its quarterly results? And again, do you think there's more legroom to go in terms of its potential? Oh, and Manish is back with us. Manish, are you hearing me now? No, is Manish over there? Manish,
yeah,
can you hear me? No, okay. Never mind, Manish is busy watching Ask Profit, so that's a good thing. Mahesh, please take away.
I think yes, he can hold for the, I think 1150 to 1200 conservative level from a 1 year horizon, he can hold further. But if you're looking on a technical perspective, I think 870, 874 level could be kept as a stop loss if anyone horizon is very short term, and further upside level could be 980 to 1020 level. So both on a shorter term perspective and long term perspective, they can hold further. If anyone want to buy, then they can keep stop loss near 870, 874.
Understood. Thank you for that view. Now let's go across to a caller joining us from Mumbai. Hi Dharmesh, good evening.
Hi, good evening, ma'am.
Yes, please. How can I help you today on the show?
Yeah, I have just purchased 1,000 quantity of Apar yesterday at the rate 53.
Okay.
So what are the chances of growing, and within how many months, and how much is the time period should I hold it?
Right, and you bought it at 53 rupees, am I correct?
Yeah, 53,000 quantity.
Okay. And why did you choose the Reliance Power?
I just saw that stock in a momentum stock, the charting website, growing just 2 days before. So I thought of that it may are the chances to grow in the future. So I thought to buy our power.
Okay, and you're planning to hold this counter for 5 to 6 months?
No, not only for 1 month. I am planning to
only
hold.
1 month. All right.
I'm doing positional trading. So what are the chances of growing in 1 month?
Okay, so what are the chances of growing? Sundar, if you could take that one, what are the charts suggesting? Are you seeing any sort of uptick? And if Dharmesh can make some good profits there in just 1 month?
Yeah, so Himanshi, if you see, the stock has accepted a resistance of 53.5 rupees, and from past 2 days the stock is not able to cross onto that level. So I would suggest him to exit this counter, because further the stock could dip till its 20-day moving average, which is placed at 43. So I am not at all positive on this stock, because again, if you see, if this kind of stocks, if it break out the resistance, then it gives a positive and a strong momentum. But if you see the past 2 days action, the stock hasn't done that great. So I would suggest him to exit this counter.
Okay, so exit on Reliance Power. And viewers, just a friendly reminder, and in fact, I'd like to help you here. In case you want to talk to either me or Himakshi on Ask Profit, what you have to do is dial, but before dialing to us, please mute your television so that you can talk to us without any environmental interruption, and this helps us connect with you quickly and also helps us save time. We're now being joined by Sudhir from Nagpur on the phone line. I hope I can hear him this time. Sudhir, are you there?
Yeah.
Amazing. Please go ahead with your question.
See, I want to take entry in Ola Electricals and Asian Paint for the period of 1 month. So I just wanted to know what would be the targets for coming 1 year, sorry.
Okay, and you're already invested in this, or you just want to enter fresh?
No, I just want to enter now.
Okay, okay. And can I ask you why are you interested? No, please stay on the call until I ask you to. Why are you interested in investing in Ola Electric right now?
Seeing the perspective of the electric vehicles, I just want to enter in Ola Electric.
Okay, understood. Got it. Mahesh, speaking of Ola Electric, right? Ola Electric is currently trading around 52.5 rupees, but has dipped significantly from its 52-week high, which was about 158 odd levels. A lot of investors like Sudhir who want to take benefit of India's EV story that is growing dramatically. Do you think Ola Electric, because of its circumstantial, news flow and all the reasons for why it has been in the news, do you think it is a wise decision to enter the company and invest in its shares at the current juncture?
I think this is the level where is the high risk, high reward entry could be high risk, high reward entry. Trader could be take a chance on these levels. I think because company is having some lot of issues, but if you're looking on their battery, giga battery, so that is the looking positive in product specific. Some positiveness we are looking in Ola. If any their product success, then we can see some good upside from these levels. But currently, if you're looking for an investment, then your risk is higher from these level also. We can see some more downside 40 level in Ola also. But if any revival came in Ola, then we can see up to 70, 74 level. So these are the zone where high risk, high reward trader could be take a entry. Not except if you're looking from a battery perspective, EV space, then Exide and Amar Raja battery, and looking good from the current perspective. So Ola from a high risk trader, they can take a chance from a, not a fundamental perspective, but yes, if any revival, then they can look further.
Okay. Thank you for that suggestion, Mahesh. And we're now being joined by another caller, Amit from Hyderabad. Hi, Amit. Good evening.
Ma'am.
Please go ahead with your question, Amit.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm holding 24 shares of Apar Industries, average price of 450 rupees each.
Okay.
My only question is, does it have the capacity to become a multi-bagger?
You have already made a great amount of profit for yourself, Amit. But let's go and ask if you can make more profits from what you have already made. Mahesh, speaking of Apar Industries, the stock is currently trading around 7,646 odd levels, and our viewers seem to have backed these stocks at an attractive price of 450, therefore having made a profit of over a lakh. Now, my simple question to you is that do you think this is a multi-bagger stock, and what would your target price, your maximum target price for Apar Industries be?
I don't think this could be a multi-bagger from these levels, because they have bought, I think, a 5 to 6 year back where we are getting at the 450 level. But yes, some upside potential is there. I think 8,500 to 9,000 level could become a near term for Apar Industries. After that one, we can review further. Yes, some upside potential is there, but I can't say a multi-bagger could be on these level. But yes, fundamental is good. I think some upside could be coming Apar Industry.
All right, thanks for that view. Now a caller is joining us from Goa. Hi Ananta, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, how can I help you?
Yeah, so I'm holding 25 shares of Gail.
Okay.
With an average price of 209.12.
Okay.
And I'm at a loss of 379 rupees.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know the long-term perspective on this.
Okay, so you recently purchased this counter?
No. I bought it, I think, a year back, yeah.
Okay. So are you planning to hold it for long term, Ananta?
Yes, I'm planning to hold it for long term.
Understood. So Ananta is a long-term investor, Mahesh, and she holds 25 shares of Gail. She bought it at 209. So firstly, what's your outlook on the counter? Because, it came out with its Q4 results in which the net profit was down 47%, and that was, that's the key highlight there. So talking about the Q4 results with compared to its fundamental performance, how do you view the counter?
See, the government companies are giving results. One quarter could be a bad one from another perspective. So I think Gail have a potential for a upside that could be nearby 220 level. I think some more upside could be come in Gail. And if you're looking on a technical perspective, then also Gail is giving some sign of reversal and sign of upside. So if you're holding from a technical, if anyone holding from a technical perspective, I think 186, 187 could be a stop loss, and 205 to 210 level could be come in near term. After that, we can see some more upside. That could be 220, 225 zone. So from a 220 to 225 zone, she can hold further.
Okay, so a hold on Gail, and now we have Mahesh calling us from Chennai. Hi Mahesh, good evening.
Good evening.
Please go ahead with your question.
Yeah, I am holding currently GMR Power and Infra 500 numbers at the rate of 121.
Okay.
I would like to know for about 6 months to 1 year horizon target.
Sure. Sundar, taking this question to you, our viewer from Chennai, he currently holds 500 shares of GMR Power and Infra at 121 rupees a piece. The stock is trading around 116. What is your short-term outlook on this, and do you think it will exceed its 52-week high level, which is about 169 in this case?
Yeah, Malika. So if you refer the day time frame, the stock is into a sideways kind of territory, and I could see that there is no higher highs and higher low formation, which is the characteristic of an uptrend. So I don't see any kind of reversal as of now. But yes, if the stock price crosses above the level that is 133, then only then this could be a fresh breakout, and we could expect some further targets till 170 or 180 level. But other than this, currently the stock is into a sideways trajectory, and yeah, that's it.
Okay, thanks for that. Now let's go across to a caller joining us from Hyderabad. Hi Gopal, good evening.
Hi, I'm holding Suzlon Energy.
Okay.
I'm holding 1100 shares at 65.8.
Yeah.
So I recently purchased it a month back.
Yeah.
So what could be the? I'm in around 17% in profit. What could be the strategy now? Can I hold it for a long term, or is there any kind of target within the short term?
Okay. So firstly, Gopal, are you a short-term investor or a long-term investor?
I can be act as a both. If we can make good profits, like I can hold it for long term. That's not an issue to me.
Okay. So I'll get your query answered. I'll take both fundamental and technical view on it. Firstly, coming to you, Mahesh, how is fundamentally Suzlon Energy looking like, and what's your advice to Gopal would be?
Fundamentally, a counter is good, and if you're looking from a technical perspective, that is also looking good. We can see some resistance nearby 68 zone. So I will advise 50% profit booking on these levels. Then if anyone getting on downside, they can re-enter further. Fundamentally, I think 75 to 80 range could be come in 6 to 9 month horizon. But yes, some resistance at 68 level, I think could come. So any upside, this is they can book partial profit booking.
Okay, and Sundar, on the technical front, he bought it at 55.8. Currently, it's trading at 65, and he's made significant profits in 1 month. So what's your advice? What are the charts suggesting?
Yeah, so Malika, I would like to first narrate this stock. The stock was into a sideways range from 15 January, and the stock has given a breakout on 15 May. And that too, the breakout was followed by a strong volume. And apart from this, if you see, currently the stock is holding its 200-day DMA. So I'm positive on the stock, and every dip at the stock would be a good buying opportunity. And I am expecting the first target at 75 level, and the second target will be its 52-week high, that is around 86. So overall, the stock look attractive to me, and it is really choosy.
Okay, and Sundar, she is Himakshi, I am Malika. Okay. We have a caller, Swami, joining us from Vizag. Hi, Swami. Good evening. Swami. Oh my God, again. Okay, no issues. Swami from Vizag wanted to know whether he can enter Zen Technologies. Now, Zen Technologies is currently trading around 1,916 odd levels. It was also up 2% in trade today, and in the past 1 month, it has seen a magnificent jump of about over 30%. Now, this, of course, on the back of how useful these defense companies have been in the current geopolitical situation. Speaking on Zen Technologies, Mahesh, do you think this is the right time to enter Zen Tech, because it was as high as 2.5 very recently? Do you think it will go back to those levels and also exceed them?
I think on these type of scenario, one should take only some kind of percentage they want to buy. I think 25 to 30% could be take on these levels, and after that, if anyone counter is pulling off, so anything nearby 1,750 zone, then I think they can look further for a upside level. But yes, stock is in uptrend. Some kind of percentage quantity should be taken so they can keep in watch list at least. So I think some kind of percentage they can buy on these level, and after that, if anyone getting nearby 1,750 zone, then I think that level could be a reasonable level for a Gentech.
Okay, thanks for that view. And today Malika is having a bad day with the callers, but I hope in the next show, the callers will be speaking to Malika, and Malika will be able to hear them properly. With that, I'm afraid that we are running short of time on this show, but thank you so much, Mahesh and Sundar, for being there with us and patiently solving our viewers' query. And viewers, it's a wrap on this edition of Ask Profit, but please don't go anywhere, because Sanjana is here with an action-packed bulletin of Profit 360 with all the key highlights from the markets, national and international news. So, Sanjana, what do you have for our viewers today on Profit 360?
Thanks, Himakshi. Thanks, Malika, and wishing you better luck with callers next time with tomorrow, and we're hoping that we can get more queries answered. But let's take a quick look at what we're going to be covering this evening on Profit 360. The US Embassy in India has issued a very stern warning to international students and Indian nationals studying in the US with regards to not skipping classes and making sure that they do everything to ensure that the visa rules are followed. This is what we're going to be tracking. More interesting updates coming in with regards to your FY25 income tax filing. We know that the deadline has been extended, but all of this news and more on the other side of this very short break, and I'll see you on Profit 360.
Do you really know the company you invest in? What is the real picture behind presentations and claims? Is the outlook as rosy as the company claims? Know Your Company, powered by NDTV Profit Research, shines a light on the biggest stock market movers.
Headlines you start your day with. What matters worldwide is now in the palm of your hands. Get ready to seize the day and maximize your financial potential. Stay ahead of the curve with all you need to know on NDTV Profit.
The markets move fast.
And so should your portfolio. Expert insights, real-time stock picks.
Do I buy Ola?
Should I hold CDSL for the long term? Buy, sell or hold?
The answers you need, straight from the experts.
Callers from India and across the world. Connect live, ask, decide and invest wisely.